Welcome back to the DarkHorse experience. We are sitting here enjoying some tasty beverages. If you don't know, you should watch our last video, which we talked about it much more in detail. Um, for
Oh,
this
we did.
video, we are talking about something that premiered last week. We know we're a little late. It's been like a week.
We were waiting on
We
Christian.
get it,
That's what we
yeah.
were doing.
Basically,
So now you guys
yeah,
are going to start to understand waiting on Christian.
right. So this is what we have to do. We have to wait a week before we can do something we really want to do. No. But what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be talking about Black Ops 4. Now, if you don't know, it's Call of
Black Ops
Duty.
4.
Yeah. Like, Call of Duty has been a game that the three of us have played together for many years now. We have many, many stories about everything from Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Ghost. Like, I mean, we've played them all. Like, it's awesome. So, what we're going to do is kind of talk about our reactions. We've all seen the videos. Christian just watched the Black Ops video.
Like literally
Just now. So, so what we're going to do is just kind of talk about our reactions. So first, I'd like to say, awesome job. I ended up watching the reveal while it happens. I was thinking about going live for it, but I really wanted to kind of do this as a video. So I watched the live reveal that they did, which was a huge event. And I must say, I am super impressed, and I'm very excited for what they're coming out and what they announced.
Oh, absolutely.
First off, just multiplayer. Though I should say, first off, no campaign. How do you guys feel about that?
No campaign. I feel with this style
I feel
game
like
now, I'm okay with that. Like we've played enough campaigns with this game. Like, and in all honesty, the last Call of Duty game I bought, I still haven't finished the campaign.
Yeah.
One time I played it,
Yeah.
these fools, like, that's it.
I will say
So,
that
and we always played multiplayer.
the
Or
campaign for World War II was super fantastic. As a vet, I really loved where they went with it. They didn't keep it super. They weren't trying to be edgy, but they kept it pretty realistic as far as, especially towards the end. So if you haven't played the story mode for, or yeah, the campaign for World War II, I recommend it. It is a really good campaign. I finished it, I think the first day. I'm pretty sure I did that while, like, right when it came out, because online multiplayer was so messed up. But I don't know, Christian, how do you feel about no campaign?
I think that it's gonna work out really well. So I really the first thing that I got out of watching the video and the trailer is and thank you IGN, you guys are awesome and putting out that video. It's spectacular. So the first thing that I thought about though was Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
Like literally was the first thing that I saw. I feel like that's where they're kind of going with it.
Yeah.
But to a full new out level. Now we get it.
Oh, yeah.
We understand. There's no way for us to be able to go ahead and just create all these crazy new gadgets and vehicles and kind of stuff. I mean, right off the go. So we're gonna see war. It's gonna have similarities of different guns, having the shields and blockades, the remote controls. But I love the fact that they're incorporating it all.
Yeah.
I feel like that Black Ops 4 is going to be that game that's going to have everything that you ever wanted.
Right.
Even from the new, brand new wide scope maps that are going to be out there. What I'm really stoked about is to see what they're going to do with air and sea vehicles. I think that's going to be insane.
Yeah.
But even in the trailer, like the official trailer that came out, it even had one of the maps that were played in World War II, in World War II's one. And I was
I think you're jumping ahead,
so
Christian.
killer, man. I love that they're going to.
Well, like with multiplayer,
Oh, my God.
I actually got I had the the opportunity to watch some of the streamers that I watch, because out of the three of us, I watch more YouTube and game streaming than both of you guys combined. So I actually got the opportunity to watch some of the streamers that I watch on a more consistent basis. So I want to first give a shout out to Elite Shot, because he is definitely my favorite streamer. I love watching his videos; they're always entertaining. And so I was watching him play. He got to actually go out there and do the early access. He got the invite, so he actually got to play multiplayer.
That's awesome.
And I was watching him do it. You can go check out his videos. I'll leave a link to his YouTube page. Now, he is an exclusive Facebook streamer now, but he still has a ton of videos. He still puts videos on YouTube. He just doesn't live stream on YouTube anymore. But I getting to watch him play the multiplayer, like it's fast paced, so they didn't lose that aspect from Black Ops, but there's no wall running. There's no double boost jumping. There's none of that. So it's boots on ground, but you have characters that have abilities like they can run faster, or you have like a grappling hook that can shoot you. Like you can shoot it across like canvas. I'm retarded. You can shoot it across like a river or something, or basically across like the map. You shoot it and it'll zip you right to that area. And
Did you go cross-eyed for a second? I feel like I just watched you going like.
I may have.
Yeah.
That's my "what am I doing" look.
What am I doing?
But yeah, so it's the gameplay looks phenomenal. I love the pace of play. The time to kill looks might be something that I'm sure they're gonna end up tinkering with the time to kill. But a big thing of multiplayer is there's no automatic health regeneration. So what you have to do is you have to make a choice. When you're in a gunfight, you have to make a choice of, do I back off and do I give myself health, or do I continue the gunfight, potentially die? So it does add a big tactic to it, which I really like. The automatic health does get kind of irritating, especially when you shoot at a guy and he hides behind a wall, and you're going towards him, but his health is starting to build up, and like he never hit you once, so you're at full health. It can be just kind of a pain in the butt where now if you shoot at a guy and he doesn't shoot back and he hides behind the wall, if you charge at him, either he's going to be ready for you to come, or he's going to be trying to add health, and he's already in the middle of adding health, so you could just and he's done. So I really like that aspect.
Yeah, absolutely. And to really, like, I got what you're saying, Josh, about jumping ahead, to really answer your question about
we were talking about
the campaign. The campaign deal. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of mind blowing. I mean, really, the whole gameplay, like how they set up that trailer, was insane.
It's a lot
and
to
even
talk
with
about.
the blackout, like that was really cool too. And I really think that the campaign's not going to be even noticed. I really don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If everybody's worried about the campaign, I mean, truly wait till the next game comes out. They'll have another campaign out. This is going to be one about multiplayer.
Yeah.
This is going to be the fun. This is dreams come true. That's what this game is going to really be about.
So first initial thought after watching like all the trailers that Jeff had sent me earlier, it was, so we're getting Call of Duty mixed with Wildlands.
Yes.
Yes.
Blackout.
And
yes, I saw that. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be Blackout is their battle royale. So that's going to be more of like those other battle royale games like PUBG and Fortnite. Now it's from what I've been reading and what I've been hearing is the map is going to be significantly larger than both of those games. So it's going to be huge. And that's why they're doing the land, sea, and air vehicles, which is amazing. So, like, you could be, like, all the way across the map, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know if they're doing circles yet. I haven't gotten any news on that yet. I'm sure I could probably find out whether or not. But if they're going to be doing, like, the circles, like they do on Fortnite and PUBG, like, imagine you're on the other side of the map, and the circle's, like, way over here. You could hop in, like, a helicopter, or you could hop in a car or a motorcycle or a boat and take the river. Excuse me. or to so I mean that's so cool. But if you're like close to the circle and you see a helicopter coming in, boom, you can shoot that down.
Right.
So really,
Well-
it's actually like it's Call of Duty meets Wildlands meets Rainbow Six Siege. Like
Well, I think Siege is going to be closer to the multiplayer aspect of it, and
Right.
not really towards Blackout. I mean, really, it's basically it's PUBG with because in PUBG you can use vehicles, so you have cars and motorcycles and whatnot. They don't
I
do
haven't played that yet.
they do boats as well, but they don't do like air vehicles, so you can't like take a plane or helicopter. But it's going to be closer to PUBG, but with Blackout style and bigger. So it's like
Yeah.
just the concept of it. Like I mean, for months and months, people were talking about how they should do a battle royale, and then other people were like, no, they shouldn't. That's not what they do. They shouldn't do that. Well, they said screw it. We're gonna do it anyway, and we're gonna do it better than what everybody else is doing. And I think the only issue they might have is the fact that if people just started playing Fortnite within the last like let's say couple of months when it really started getting big, then they're already used to a very good Fortnite because Fortnite's been around for a while. So and
Right.
they've done updates, they've done everything to it. So they started out as not a great game. Not a lot of people played it because the concept was good, but the game was kind of crap. And they would have to update it. They would have to do new weapons. They would have to do, they would have to scale things better. So, it took Fortnite a while to get where they are, now. And I hope that people don't expect Blackout to come out and be perfect. And I
You
think,
know what else? Like
And I think
kind of struck.
sorry.
they're going to
It
go
was,
ahead and go ahead, Jeff or Josh.
Are you sure? Do you want the spotlight?
Yeah, go ahead.
We can show the spotlight on you. You've been gone for what seems like forever and eternity.
I'm just so excited about this game. I think that it's going to be fucking awesome. All right, so I'm not gonna wait for you anymore. I'm gonna chime in with that I think that they're really gonna do the class kind of deal. So with that Rainbow Six deal, I see the kind of gameplay because I know what you're talking about when you're saying with the PG and stuff, but also with that class, I think you're gonna be able to build up that class. Like obviously you'll be able to go and swap around, and you can do you can do one style, you can do another, you can do another. But the whole idea behind it is going to be able to create that strategic style guerrilla warfare, and play off of that. You know what I mean? Like that, like they've played the run and gun. They've done that with the several different games. It's and where you can do the and that's the whole point. And that's what they said in their trailer, is that you have the individual. An individual can start a fight, but together we can start a war. Right. So you need to have a team that has each individual class, and you can play off each other to be able to do advances to a whole new level compared to just one person kind of.
Well, that's a big thing that they got into with multiplayer, is that if you choose a character, nobody else on your team is that character. All right, so that's like another big thing. And every gun has its own set of attachments. So like there's not like every gun is going to have a foregrip, and every gun is going to have a stock, and every gun is going to have a red dot, and every gun is going to have a scope. Like, so every gun is going to have its own set of attachments. So, and they also have what they're calling, what do they call it? Predictable bullet patterns. So, it'll take some time when you're going from gun to gun, when you're switching guns, but once you get used to that gun and its bullet pattern, it's going to be, I mean, you'll be lethal with it. It'll be so much easier to use. So that way, it'll be kind of nice because you're getting a different experience with every gun. So between the attachments and the bullet patterns and the fact that if you're not going to have like all 5 people on your team are not all going to be the same character. So you're not going to have a whole team of guys that are shooting like launchers in the air, or like I forget the character from But there was like one character where you could like launch like it was like a grenade launcher was like their specialty, and you could have like 5 people with grenade launchers like launching. It was kind of silly. So I really like the fact that, if you want to be like you want to be a certain character, but somebody else is that character, you can't be him. So you won't have 2 characters of the same kind. So it does add another tactic, as well as the fact where I kind of glazed over, but they're no longer doing 6x6. It's now 5v5.
That's cool.
Go ahead and
That's cool. Josh,
play with
what-
us once, and I'll show you about a shenanigator.
Right. Yes, that is Josh's thing when we're playing is shenanigans or shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
So we call him the shenanigator, which I think he should change his gamer tag to.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm not gonna say mine right now.
Yeah.
I don't want the attention.
Oh, okay. And oh yeah. So next step will be zombies. Oh wait, no, Josh. How do you feel about Blackout? What do you like about it?
My first thought, it was it's like bringing Halo to like modern day, if you will. You have Black Ops, who we've seen everything, but it reminded me of Halo because that's who like kind of introduced the vehicles and the big battlegrounds and all that good stuff. So it was like
Okay.
a little flashback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
But I'm
Steve.
excited for it. Like this
Oh,
is going to
yeah.
be huge. This is going to be something that we will all play for countless freaking hours.
Oh yeah. Like I liked the fact that with Blackout, they're bringing like all 10 years of the Blackout, like your favorite maps, your favorite characters, and your favorite weapons. And they're not only doing it from the Blackout, but they're also doing it from Blackout Zombies. So all your favorite zombie characters, all your favorite zombie weapons. Now I don't know exactly how restrictive they're going to be getting with that. Because there are some pretty OP weapons in zombies because you're fighting zombies. So I don't know exactly how restrictive they're going to be with the guns, but should still be a ton of fun.
Oh, it's going to be fun
Yeah.
no matter what we play. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. It doesn't matter what game we play. It's always
Yeah, and like it's really cool because like I know you guys don't watch it, but I watch the Call of Duty World League, where they have teams and they're competing, and I know that I'm pretty sure every guy I've seen so far that plays currently right now, like that competes, they're all excited for Black Ops 4. Where was total brain fart? But
You were
anyway,
there with the big eyes.
yeah. But like I don't know, it looks like such a fun game. And plus, like, oh, that's where I was going. So, like, a lot of things that they pointed out is that they could be doing scrims and getting ready for the next tournament. And when they're done with the amount of time that they have to do with scrims, they could now go into Blackout and still be playing the same game, but have a completely different experience. And I think that's really cool, too. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But
I think that's actually perfect for the type of players that we are. Like,
Yeah.
we're so different when it comes. Like, we don't play Call of Duty to be like precise and work together all the time. Like, we do shenanigans. Like,
yeah.
we have a bunch of fun doing it.
Yeah. Like, I know Blackout is going to be it's going to be more chaotic. You don't have to worry about depending on, like, 4 other people. You could be just by yourself. Or I don't know if they're going to be doing duos or if they're going to be doing, like, squads of 4 or whatnot, similar to how, like, PUBG does. But then again, like, you don't have to worry about a whole team. You can literally work together. And then with multiplayer, there are some tactics to it. But if you want to be a rogue, you can go rogue. Like, if you think you're good enough to step up to a team that's, ready to go, and you want to go rogue.
Well, sometimes we are.
Sometimes.
We are. Sometimes we kick ass. Sometimes we get our asses whipped.
Yeah.
We won't lie. We won't lie.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not professionals. We can't play
No.
it all the time. So,
Maybe
Artist.
one day.
yeah.
Maybe.
But I mean, I love the fact that it's, before, if you play the campaign and you beat it, you knew the story. I mean, you could play it on a harder difficulty if you wanted to, or if you already beat it on the hardest difficulty, like you just played it right away, then, like, the campaign was done. Like, you just never touched it again. But I love the fact that you have
Countless.
multiplayer and then you have Blackout, and you could go between the two, or if you wanted something different, like they have a third in Zombies. And
I love the zombies.
I am not a huge fan of zombies. I never have been. Zombie games, they're just kind of meh. I was just never big on them. But I will say I played zombies with Christian, actually. We actually got invited to a game with another guy. It was kind of like a random guy, but he actually helped us with zombies because he had played it a bunch of times before that. And World War II Zombies was actually a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
watching
Yeah,
the
we had
trailer for Black Ops 4 Zombies looks phenomenal. And
I am fucking
yeah.
excited.
And
I'm
not only
excited
that,
about it.
but the big reveal when they were doing the whole event was that they're not just gonna have one story. They're not just gonna have two stories, but they're gonna have three different zombie stories that come out day one. And the third story is actually gonna be one that we played before, which is Purgatory. So I don't know if you remember, Christian, but that was the zombie map that was like that was the prison and all the prison cells, and then you could like go outside and
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know if you remember that one, but so they're adding that one, so you
Yeah,
can
yeah, I know.
so you can play that map day one. You know, all this is
that's
available day one from right when it opens up. So it's going to be a madhouse. But they're also doing the standard, like the original zombie mode or storyline, which looks really cool. It's just like four strangers. They get caught up. They get hit with like this magic stuff. They get sat down around a fire, and you hear like this ominous voice talking to them. And then they get hit with like they like inhale the smoke, and then they get like transported to what looks like basically like a Roman Colosseum.
So it sounds like they just hit like a pretty massive dose of LSD.
Hit that good stuff, that good. But like it looks really cool. Like you're in a Colosseum. I don't know how far around the Colosseum you can go, but it looks nuts. It looks super intense. You could probably go all over the place because that's just kind of how they do zombies. You know, you move on, you open up the next section, and you kind of allow yourself more space. But then the second story is the one like I really like. And I don't know if you saw this trailer or not, but it's all four of the same characters from the first story. They're now working as like a crew, like a heist crew. And they're on this nice ship, and everybody's dressed to the nines, and they all look really good. And basically, they're going into a vault to steal an artifact. And so they go to get the artifact, and then the main protagonist comes out, and he grabs the artifact from him, and he grabs the chain from around the girl's neck, because she's wearing like a pendant on a chain. And he grabs it, he rips it off her neck, she pushes him away, and all four guys come into the same room, and he like raises up the pendant, and he slams it down on top of the artifact, and then their shield comes out and covers all five of them. And then like this almost like a curse like starts roaming through this whole ship, this whole cruise ship, and it starts killing people, and they turn into zombies. They start turning, and then the girl, like the protagonist, starts laughing, and the girl puts her hand on his shoulder, turns around, punches him right in the face, and he ends up going sliding outside of the shield, like the little shield that formed around them. He ends up sliding out of it, and then he turns into a zombie. So apparently the shield was protecting those four from becoming zombies. And then it cuts to another scene where they're standing on top of like this ladder well on like the front of the ship, and they're all standing there, and three of them are shooting down the stairs at all the zombies, and the fourth guy, which I think Josh will probably relate to the most because he's kind of arrogant and a little cocky, kind of a dick, he's standing in the back with a knife, and zombies are coming, he'll like stab the zombies and throw them. All right,
he's already my favorite character.
Yeah,
already.
basically. And next thing you know, like they kind of do like this stand-up pause moment, and in the background, a big iceberg comes from like the shadows, and then the bell rings, like the emergency bell, and then the camera starts to pan out, and on the life preserver, like the life ring, it says the Titanic on it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So you're actually on the
cool.
Titanic.
So
like it's so legit. Oh, it looks so good. So I'm like super
That's cool.
excited. Like I'm actually really excited about zombies. Like it looks so good.
That's weird because you already said you're not a zombie
Yeah.
person, and for me to know you and you be excited about zombies, like I just got
Yeah.
more excited.
Yeah, like I've seen these zombie
Yeah.
trailers for like World War II and Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 2 and like just like I've seen all the trailers for the zombies and I'm like, you know, it just looks like another zombie game. But the fact that they didn't do a campaign, so they're adding narrative to all these other three parts, it just makes it seem more fun for someone like me
Yeah, it's
who's
more
not
fun.
normally into zombies.
Right? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that it's definitely going to be the dream come true game. I think
Yeah.
that they've finally, they've really pulled all the stops out. They've listened to all the comments of what people really want, and they're gonna kill it. They're gonna kill it when this game opens
And
this fall.
another big announcement that they made at the event was that for PC players, so folks that are playing Black Ops 4 on PC, they will not. They will now be running off of Blizzard's engines. So they won't have to rely
Oh, wow.
on Microsoft engines or Sony engines. They'll actually have their own engines that are just or their own engines. I'm such a moron. Um, that's what I get. I've been drinking, folks. That's what happens. But they'll be running off of their own servers provided by Bungie or not Bungie. What's wrong with me today?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
today?
I'm just messing everything up. So they're
He's been drinking.
so they're going to be running on PC off of their own servers provided by Blizzard, which is really really cool because this is the first time Blizzard's worked with like another company in this manner. They're literally saying, you know what? What we're
Yeah.
going to do is we're going to offer you some uh Jesus, some of our own servers. We're going to offer you our servers strictly just so people can play Black Ops 4 on PC without having to rely on their Microsoft or Sony servers. And that's like mind blowing. It's like one more step
that's gonna be
towards multi console play.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're finally getting the
I'm
cross. I
super
mean, we've been
excited.
talking about that for years.
Is
Killer.
there anything else we want to bring up with it? Because I do want to go through a what if scenario.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sure. Yeah, we can do
What
that.
if?
That's right.
there were a little bonus feature.
Little bonus for your time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Jeff and Christian. Actually, I want to hear Christian's answer first because I already kind of heard Jeff's.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you see this door right here behind me. See that door over my left
Yes,
shoulder?
I see it.
So what if you literally like I'm over here looking over at Jeff's screen and you just happen to see this door right here start opening up? But not only did you just see it open up, but you also saw a hand starting to come through. What would you start to
hand
do?
come through?
Yeah. Like it could be a human hand, it could be an alien hand, it could be a monstrous hand. What would you do?
Probably.
Would you let me know like right away, or would you just be in shock and just
No, I would be yelling at you, Josh. Open. You would
But I
get the
can't-
hell out of there.
But the worst thing just happened. You
Yeah.
just got muted. Jeff muted you because he's already seeing what's going on behind me, and it's this hand coming out, and it's opening up, and it's getting bigger.
Why would Jeff mute me?
Because Jeff's an asshole.
Because
Jeff
I
is an
wouldn't
ass.
say a word. I'd want to see what happens.
You just wait for this big ass hand to like grab me by the back of the head.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a word. I'd just be like,
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I can at least hear you though, Josh, unless Jeff.
you'd be
mutes
hearing him
everybody.
getting murdered by some monster alien hand.
Yeah, and hopefully they were like, look behind you. That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
What would be, dude? That would. I think if the shoe were on the other foot, and I was watching that little Joker man behind Jeff's head right there, if it started like moving, I wouldn't say a word. Wouldn't say a word to Jeff. I'd be in shock. Like, and I see him pick up this knife. Just
It'd be a small knife because he has small hands.
That's freaky.
well, yeah, it couldn't be. It'd be like a Lego knife. It'd be cute and adorable. I wouldn't be able to say anything.
Be like, no, Jeff, you're about to be irritated.
She'd be like, it poked me. There we go.
I do not have a what if for now, but I'll definitely look at that for the next show.
Yeah.
Jeff,
So that'd be interesting.
do you have a what if? Could you make a what
Yeah,
if right
sure.
off the top of your head?
Yeah.
Because Christian's just not that talented to do so.
Yeah. What if the
No.
first day we met we got in a fist fight?
Oh man, that would change. That
Dude,
would change.
Would it change everything? Or do you think we still would have been friends?
Well, how would you feel if I knocked you out first round, first punch? Would it change anything?
Do you know how tiny you were back then?
I will say I am a lot bigger now, but
You
I
wouldn't have
was a
knocked me
fight.
out.
I was a feisty little one.
The feisty don't mean shit.
Hey, this is a what if, and I just what ifed you.
I
Yeah,
think all of us were tinier back then.
I wasn't.
Much tinier.
Not really. I wasn't that much tinier.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it would change everything.
What if
because
what if I made you tap out in like 10 times in one day?
that would never happen.
That would never happen? Not once?
Not one.
No?
Not even half.
Not even a little bit?
Couldn't even get me 5 times in one day.
No? Not 10?
Nope.
Never happens?
Never.
Josh is getting pretty quiet now. I'm assuming
No,
that happened.
just
at
look
one
at
point
his
in time.
faces. Like that's.
This is a
This I can't look at him
Exactly.
His face when he's making fucking faces like that. This is not no.
That's
Jeff's
because
gonna pull out a date.
that's
April
because
10th,
folks
2008.
folks, I hate to break it to you, but it happens. Yeah. Oh yeah, it happens. Oh yeah. It happens. It happened a lot.
Maybe in your wildest dream.
Nope. I believe it was, oh, he tapped out. Oh, you want to go again? Oh, he tapped out again. Oh, you want to go again? Oh, he tapped out again. And it was just again and again and again and again.
No, I disagree.
And again.
Again,
You can
this
disagree
might have
all
been
you want,
while,
but it happened.
While your eyes were glued the fuck shut and you were off in La La Land,
Oh, no, sir.
in your own little universe,
Nope.
then sure, maybe that happened. But in
Nope.
real life,
Nope, it happened. It happened, folks.
I don't care what silly faces you make this time. Never happened.
It happens. Yep.
Nope.
You denied all you want.
Christian, do you want to try a what if? Just something random, quick off your brain?
You want me to try a what if? Is that what you said?
I got one.
Yeah.
I got I was a beer come out my nose.
What if you, especially you two? All right, so what if you two had stayed in and re-enlisted in the Navy? Do you think you would have made a career out of it?
I
Josh,
wanted
you
to.
first.
No.
No.
I
So
honestly
Jeff,
don't
yes.
Yeah, my initial plan. I was married
Yeah.
in high school, so my whole plan was to go career. You know?
Yeah.
Wait, well, is this a what if with completely different scenarios than what already played out?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like obviously, you're not going to take into part the reason why you got out. I wouldn't say that. I'm saying besides that reason, right? And going further, you know what I mean? Like, let's say that situation didn't happen, right? Because that's obviously the situation that was the final straw.
I'm still gonna say no.
To you getting out.
No.
No,
Okay.
because I think
Then why?
today's I have to tread lightly on this.
I mean, you can and you don't have to at the same time.
I think today's military is getting softer.
Everything's getting
Okay.
softer.
So
Yeah.
The whole
that's
world.
the nicest term.
I agree.
That's the nicest terms I can put it at. But like when I was in, I learned from like old school souls. If that makes sense. No, like I'm talking like chiefs and first class and all this shit that's been in for like a long time.
Right.
No,
He learned
can't and I
everything
won't.
from me.
Yeah, I learned he can't and I won't.
That's right.
That's what I learned.
Yep.
We'll get into that to a different day, but I don't think so. I don't think I could handle it. I people today, I'm not a huge fan of.
I'd probably be a chief by now. If
I
I
would probably be a chief by now
Yeah.
if I stayed in.
give me a couple of anchors, it's anchors away, friends.
Shenanigans.
Right?
I would achieve all kinds of shenanigans
Alright.
going on.
You think our crazy antics were something when we were in E1, E2, E3?
Oh, imagine what we could do as chiefs.
give me some chief anchors. Ooh.
Give me them anchors. We'll show you. We'll show you something.
But I have a good what if,
Let's
Josh.
hear it.
What
Let's hear
what if you ended up drowning in that glass of water?
What if what?
Well, I can answer that question. If I
Uh,
was drowned in that glass of water,
yeah,
wouldn't be here to do this podcast,
That's
and
right.
the world would miss out on this exciting individual.
yeah. And I'd probably be an accessory to a crime because I was in the living room laughing the whole time.
But good news, I didn't die, and I survived that cup of water.
That's right.
Didn't drown me.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up for the video.
You want to wrap it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. So, yeah, like it a lot, and so that's we just got done with a new segment of what ifs, and but primarily this video, the excitement about Call of Duty 4 or Black Ops 4 coming out October 12th. Be ready to and get excited. On top of that, the pre-order, it stated that in the trailer as well, is going to allow you exclusive access to the beta. So I think we're probably going to go ahead and agree upon hopping into that beta and getting the access, so that
The
way
more
we
the
can get a
merrier.
little bit of a taste
yeah.
before we start it up October 12th. Awesome. So hopefully you all join us there. But with that being said, appreciate guys, and thanks for listening in and watching, and we'll see you soon.
Deuces, gooses.
Peace.
Birds.